folks, and welcome to another vlog. Today we're going to be riding the Tube series, but this time down to Richmond, which then will complete the District line. So please come on and join me as we take this epic little trail down to Richmond. And without further ado, let's crack on. Okay folks, so we're moving out of the Richmond service. Right, okay folks, so I'm on the District line service to Richmond. It's a bit packed, so standing room only. So as always, when it's packed, I film myself. So the next stop is Earl's Court. And I completely forgot about the little spur up to Olympia. So I've technically completed the District line once I've done this one today. But I'll try and double back and do the Olympia service if I can. Typical journey time is about 24 minutes from Gloucester Road to Richmond.
The next station is Earl's Court. Change for the Piccadilly line and District line services to other destinations.
Time of filming, I've done this on a bank holiday Monday, May 25th, 2025. Obviously, appreciate Sunday service and half the network's up for engineering works. Okay, so we're coming into Earl's Court. And again, it's heaving, folks, it is heaving.
This is Earl's Court. This is the District line train to Richmond. The next station is West Kensington.
Okay, so we're now at Earl's Court. Trying to find the map. Have all my glasses on. So the next stop is West Brompton. And at West Brompton you change for the London Overground.
The next station is West Kensington.
My apologies folks, I was looking at the wrong part of the map. It ain't West Brompton, it's West Kensington. I'm only human folks, so I'll get around them.
This is West Kensington. This is a District Line train to Richmond. The next station is Barons Court.
Next stop is Barons Court.
The next station is Barons Court.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
You change here for the Piccadilly line.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This is Barons Court. The next station is Hammersmith.
Right, so this just says you can change your house with Piccadilly. And the reason why it says buses to Olympia is because the District Line to Olympia line is only a peak hour service.
This is Hammersmith. This is a District Line train to Richmond. The next station is Ravenscourt Park.
So we're leaving Hammersmith. As you said, the next station is Ravenscourt Park.
The next station is Ravenscourt Park.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform. The gap between the train and the platform.
This is Ravenscourt Park. Train to Richmond. The next station is
Okay, so the next station is Stafford Brook. So this is a very heavily populated housing area.
The next station is Stamford Brook.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Between the train and the platform.
This is Stamford Brook. This is a District Line train to Richmond. The next station is Turnham Green. The next station is Turnham Green. Change for the District Line to Ealing Broadway. This is Turnham. This is a District Line train to Richmond. The next station is Gunnersbury.
Okay, well as I just said, maybe, but obviously it's not stopping today, despite its engineering work. So next station is Gunnersbury. So we're actually going on to the Richmond branch of the line now. And then after which is Kew Gardens, which is famous for botanical gardens. And the only underground station with a pub on it. And then finally following by Richmond Station, which is also served by a National Rail, or soon to be called the Great British Rail, and London Overground services. So we hold at a signal there, so I might just pause the video so a few guys that just be momentarily.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This is Gunnersbury. This is a District Line train to Richmond. The next station is Kew Gardens. station is Kew Gardens.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This is Kew Gardens. This is a District Line train to Richmond. The next station is Richmond.
We're descending down now to Richmond, where this service will terminate and the line. And this is where I'll wrap up today's video.
It's currently being held at a red signal track for train ahead to come out of the platform, then we're going to move.
The next station is Richmond, where this train terminates. Change for National Rail services. Please take your belongings with you when you leave the train. All change.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Obviously this station is fully owned by National Rail because there's no underground vandals to show you at this station. So I'm not going to exit the station because I need to change lines, but I thought I'd show you guys down to Richmond on the district line anyway. Like I said, it kind of completes the line. If I get time to do the other line, spare up to Olympia, then I will. If not, then tick. I have done the district line and ride the tube series. If you like what I do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and push that little notification bell so you know when I'm releasing more similar videos to this and other content on my channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's crack on until the next time. Bye folks, bye.